welcome to this week's episode of the Just Saying podcast. I'm your host, Justin Martindale, and this week's guest, I am so excited to bring to the podcast, to the stage, Mama. It's the one, the only Bob the Drag Queen. I mean, I'm trying to think what we could say. HBO.
Although we are union strong. We don't stand with networks and studio houses.
Just Google it. Stuff will come up.
HBO, LOGO, MTV, VH1, DMV.
Oh, the DMV is a spectacular series.
And I do mean the area DMV.
Oh, okay.
Delaware, Maryland, Virginia.
Oh, right. I thought DMV, like you need a new license.
Do you think Beyonce has a driver's license?
No.
But she has an ID, right?
Has
she has
to.
because she travels internationally.
Yeah.
Did she go to the DMV?
She has a passport, yeah. Was it bought out for her to take said picture? Yes.
Well, I mean, you don't take your passport picture at the passport. You go to like a private place.
Right, a private place. Private passport.
Hey, I had my roommate take my passport picture one time.
Really? Just like with a sheet behind?
Yeah, it was like against the wall in the house. There's certainly a criteria, but passport pictures can be whatever, but you have to go to the building to get your passport. She would have to.
DMV is like Kardashian, like glam squad, and like you only get one, but if you're like at that level of famous, you can take multiple pictures.
So did they shut down the DMV for Kim Kardashian? I heard that they shut it down for her.
If they did, that's awful because Victoria Beckham went in there with all of the commoners and did hers.
There's a little bit of a difference between Victoria Beckham and Kim Kardashian. Just as far as like fame, not saying like as people and their worth as people, but I think that the public debacle that Victoria Beckham and Kim Kardashian have walking down the street there's a marked difference.
Okay.
Right?
I think barely. I think Victoria is a little more than Kim.
More what? What does that mean?
She's a little more like posh.
Yeah, but she's not more famous. And I'm talking about like the outcry that would come. Like, for example, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, but he can't walk down the street. Donald Trump can't just walk down the street. It would cause a scene.
Yeah.
And I feel like Victoria Beckham couldn't walk through WeHo, but she could probably walk through like Bel Air.
Absolutely. And probably doing it right now as we speak.
I don't think Kim Kardashian could walk through Bel Air.
I think she could walk through her own neighborhood. She's in Calabasas. Everyone's like, here she is again.
Yeah,
Here's a question. Does Madonna have a driver's license?
I don't know. I don't know if she has a driver's license.
You haven't had that discussion?
I have not asked Madonna if she has a driver's license. No, I've not.
Can we talk about
Madonna, can you give me a ride to the...
Yeah, she's like, oh, all right. Can we talk about the tour, like... as much as you can? Like,
yeah, of course we can say as much as I'm legally allowed to...
Oh my God, no. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. What an exciting episode this was.
A red dot shook up in my head.
No! What is going on? We know that there was a break in the tour. Madonna got sick and she had to postpone it. And first of all, what was
Madonna had a bacterial infection. It was posted on her manager's Instagram, Gal Siri. She had a bacterial infection and she was unresponsive. And she's now quite responsive. She was at Beyonce's concert the other day.
I know she was. They were swapping driver's license pictures.
Yeah. Show me the face you made.
She's like, girl, let me see it.
Madonna, this is the face I made. I can't do Beyonce's voice.
No,
it's kind of deep. But there's someone. There's Blue. No, her name is oh my God, what is her name?
The comedian girl. Yeah, she's on Instagram.
She's a singer. Her name is. She has a song called All Blue. Her name. Oh my God, I know her name. Say her name, Bob. Say her name is, and you are just gonna sit here and wait. And we're not gonna edit this out. You are gonna sit here while I find this woman's name, and her name is not coming to me. Her name is Jade Nova.
Okay, Jade Nova.
Jade Nova does a great Beyonce impersonation. Yeah. Brilliant. And she also does a great Cardi B too.
But what is it like going on tour with Madonna? Like the rehearsals,
I haven't gone on tour yet, so I don't know.
No. But I mean, like the process of getting ready to, like I mean, is it as brutal as everyone's thinking it is or saying it is?
Well, how brutal do people think it is? I don't know.
They're saying it's like, well, her movie audition, everyone was like, oh my God, she put the girls through a grueling audition process and dancing and whatever. Is it pretty like real strict?
I didn't audition.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the audition process, and I can't really speak to what the dancers go through because we have a very different. I'm a featured artist.
How do you not audition to be on Madonna's tour?
Well, I guess Madonna just kind of knows what I'm up to and what I'm about, and we've worked together before. Yeah, I did Madonna's Pride show.
Okay,
back in 2022.
Right. Was that the one where all the pee in the cups was? Like, was that? I heard there's like some like basement. It was like some basement or attic in New York, and Madonna showed up. No? And people weren't leaving because the bathroom was upstairs, so they were all just pissing in cups, and everyone was just like kicking.
And it wasn't a
cups.
basement. We were at Terminal 5.
The internet lies.
We were at Terminal 5, and there are bathrooms.
Okay.
There are a lot of bathrooms at Terminal 5. Actually, the 4th floor is all bathrooms.
Okay.
It's like so many bathrooms, actually. And no, we peed in bathrooms.
Oh, like the good old days.
Not as good of a story, though.
No.
And it was, yeah, it was small. There was like, I think like 1,500 people there, which is that's a pretty small venue, especially for the Queen of Pop.
Yeah,
who's
right?
performing at Madison Square Garden.
So you're doing the whole tour?
Yes.
All of it. And are you mainly like an MC coming out and like introducing?
You have to get it together.
Oh, but no one can get tickets.
You're gonna have to come and find out.
I know. I'm so excited for you. That's such a like. What a moment.
We're picking up the tour now in Europe, and then we're gonna
in October, right? It
yes.
starts in October now.
Yes.
That's very exciting.
Shout out to Madonna. I love you so much, and I hope you're feeling great and wonderful. As if she's watching.
I would also like to give a shout out to Madonna. We are here for you, and hope you recover fully. She watches this podcast.
Thing that we say or do, I'm hung up.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
What's your favorite Madonna song?
God, don't do this to me right now. See, this is my Taylor Swift Eras tour. Like, if like Madonna's eras, like, yes, that's what I want. I don't need these like friendship bracelet Taylor Swift horse girls with glitter.
Well, Madonna has a lot more eras than Taylor Swift.
Absolutely.
But she's also older than Taylor Swift. Madonna's in her 60s.
God, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like my favorite of all time is probably Open Your Heart. I like that one.
Open your heart.
It's just classic and fun. Baby. And then if I'm moody, Frozen for sure.
We can emo. You know, I love Getting to the Groove. Get into
that's a good
groove,
one.
Boy, you got the groove.
Her early stuff is so good too, like Causing a Commotion.
Yeah. I got the move.
Yeah,
baby. You got the move.
They just live up.
I mean, she's the highest selling woman in the history of music for a reason. The lady can write a bop.
She can.
The lady can write a bop. But enough about Madonna. Let's talk about some drama.
Oh, are we just kicking it off? Yes. Let's talk about Lizzo. Because
Melissa,
which is her name,
Vivian Jefferson.
Melissa Vivian Jefferson, aka Lizzo, is in heat right now. Not like sexually heat, but like
but also these stories make it sound like Lizzo's in the mob. Like,
it really is. Like it just kind of popped up out of nowhere. Where 3 of her backup dancers. I mean, I'm sure everyone's kind of familiar with the story.
Did you see Lizzo's tour?
No, my sister did though.
What did she think?
She liked it. She took her daughters to it.
Was she allowed to go to the bathroom?
She was.
Just wondering.
Allegedly.
Just wondering. Did she get body shamed?
Yes, fully.
That was just for her daughters.
Yes.
Mom, get it together.
Yeah, they had VIP access. They went backstage, and Lizzo called them all fat. So, you know what? It's just been a hell of a summer. Back to school will never be the same.
You know, the Lizzo. I really feel like what we should be doing is really taking in all the information. I think we should take the accusations seriously, and we should take in all the information instead of jumping to conclusions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think that's what we as, fans live for. Like, there's the people who are very anti-Lizzo. There's people who are pro-Lizzo, and it's summer and everyone's bored and hot, and so this pops up and everyone's like, "Gah!" They want to get on the like, what really happened? Here's the thing. I think it's all blown out of context. I think these 3 backup dancers, there's a lot that's come out. They said, they were sexually and physically shamed. The conditions were terrible. All this. Then there was a trip to Amsterdam.
The bananas.
That this red light district person pulled out of her hoo-ha. And these backup dancers are saying Lizzo forced them to eat these bananas.
What does that look like, I wonder? I guess the question is they felt coerced because of the power dynamic.
Yes.
But the word force seems to give a different connotation.
You ate this banana.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I just feel I was not there.
Right.
Obviously.
Allegedly.
I was there for one of the shows. I was there for Lizzo's show in Indianapolis, Indiana. It was a great show. It was actually quite moving. But I didn't have any, I don't know Lizzo like that.
You don't know Melissa.
Me and Melissa are not friends. Me and Miss Jefferson are not friends. But the show was really wonderful. And I think that when the ladies went on TMZ, that was probably not a good idea.
Never a good idea.
They're not on your side.
They're vampires.
They're on the side of drama.
Yes.
So TMZ's going to do whatever gets the most clicks. You know, I did an interview with TMZ years ago.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready for this Reddit Ask Me Anything session I was doing. And as I was doing it, I was just like sitting there, and then they were like, "Okay, TMZ." I was like, "Listen, I'm going to turn my camera on, but you can't use this footage because I'm just getting ready. I'm like halfway ready or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, we're not going to use this footage."
Cut to.
They immediately used the footage, and then
you're not even done with the interview yet. They're just using it.
and then they of course they sensationalized one clip of it was like about watching my comedy special. I had just released my first comedy special, and instead of getting into the comedy, they just like, Bob the drag queen said that LL Cool J stole the idea of a lip sync battle from RuPaul. And I was like, I don't know. I'm not friends with RuPaul or LL Cool J. I've only been on one of the shows, and I was on one of them 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, this is actually probably about six years ago that I did the interview. And I was like, I don't know what. All I said was drag queens have been lip syncing forever, and it's just funny to me that LL Cool J has this show. They were like, Bob the drag queen called LL Cool J a faggot.
Oh.
And he wants him dead.
Yeah. It's all edited to where it's like, I want LL Cool J dead.
Yeah, LL Cool J fag.
Just cut.
And I was like, this is a lot.
This is so much.
Now I'm in a public beef with LL Cool J, which I never thought would happen to me. I'm kind of honored.
Yeah, well.
Can I take LL Cool J? Probably.
Can you what?
Can I take him like in a fist fight? I want to know if I could beat up LL Cool J.
Well, I mean, today's the day to ask those questions because there was a lot of fights over the weekend.
He's 55, and 55 is young. He's still young. And
he could kick your ass, Bob.
He can probably be mad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He has a song called Mama Said Knock You Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, lest we forget.
But if he has like a little brother or someone who's like not as buff, I could take them down.
Well,
and hurt him through that.
You heard it first. Only here will Bob the drag queen threaten LL Cool J's younger brother.
But also,
to
his younger brother's probably like 45.
Yeah, right.
I don't think LL Cool J's younger brother's like 5.
Right. No. He's not like a toddler. It's not.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna.
J. But this story just keeps getting crazier because Lizzo came out with a statement. And she says, these last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. Flipped it.
Well, one thing I did notice was like a lot of times when they ask, like, did Lizzo body shame you? Did she body shame you? And they'll be like, I just had a feeling that they weren't happy with the way I was gaining weight. Or to be like, there was just a vibe that if you don't do this, it was a lot of were unspoken, had a feeling I felt like was happening. But I will say that sometimes you can be in a work environment that does not feel good, right? And it feels bad and you don't like it there. And there can be a lot of factors into that. And a lot of times it does go up to whoever's at the very top. Whoever's at the top of the chain, that's the person who is responsible.
Right, because their name's on it.
Yeah, because your name is Lizzo. So if it's Lizzo's tour, then Lizzo's the one in charge. You know what I mean? So again, I think they should take the accusations seriously, but I don't think that we should be automatically assuming that they're true. Take the accusations seriously, look into them thoroughly. But also, there's a lot of fat phobic people who are just like, I don't like this big fat bitch anyway. Like, I knew I never liked this big fat black bitch from the moment her big fat black ass came on my TV. And now all I need was a reason. This big fat bitch. I'm like, okay, there's other things going on with you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff that Lizzo's being accused of, a lot of other divas do this stuff. And people are like into it.
Yeah.
Like when Beyonce fires someone on stage, somebody's getting fired. You don't know this video?
Well, how long ago was that?
This is years ago. No. She's doing Diva, and she goes, dun, 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 lights, somebody's getting fired, like on
That's
stage.
That's the remix
Everyone's
I want.
like, yes, Beyonce fired him.
Yeah.
Beyonce literally ruined him. He's fired. He can't pay the mortgage on his house, and he's now an unhoused person living on the streets of Texas. We stan our diva.
Yeah.
But we also love when Betty Davis we heard Betty Davis was a total bitch, and we loved it.
Yeah. Joan Crawford, too.
Joan Crawford, Grace Jones, notoriously late for everything she's ever done. We live.
Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill barely shows up on time.
We live, we laugh, we love. Mm-hmm. But also, none of them are fat women.
Yeah. So you think that's the...
I think there is some fat phobia in it, and I think there might be some truth to what the ladies are saying as well. Is what I think. I don't think that Lizzo is completely innocent of everything.
Yeah.
And I don't think that the girls are being completely forthcoming.
I do think there is also that, when people get to that level of fame, say they have been the outcast their whole life, they've been picked on, they've been bullied, but once they get to that level of fame, they can kind of flip it and be a little bad themselves. I'm not saying she is, but I feel like there can be that kind of behavior where she's like, I'm Lizzo, damn it.
Well, now here's
my flute.
Or James Madison's flute. Now a lot of people, the glass flute. Now a lot of people are coming forward and being like, but also Lizzo was like kind of mean to me once. Like, this one girl came forward and she was like, Lizzo stole my boyfriend. And I was like,
Lizzo stole your boyfriend?
This one girl came online and was like, Lizzo stole my boyfriend. And I was like, that's not illegal.
Yeah. It's been going on for years.
And also, she was like, that's a wild take, right?
Yes.
Like in the midst of someone's making very serious allegations. And someone's like, Lizzo.
You thought that was bad.
Someone's like, Lizzo, I was in a situation where I was forced to eat a banana out of a vagina.
Yeah.
And someone goes, and not to mention, one time I held the door and she didn't say thank you.
Yeah. Let's ruin her.
What a fat cunt.
Yeah.
Bring her down.
Bring her down. She is up to no good. She doesn't say thank you.
Not to mention, one time I waited on her at Applebee's and she tipped me $10 on a $20 check, not $3,000 because she's rich.
Drag her, queen.
What a monster.
Yeah.
Ruin her.
Ruin her now. My God.
There's not a lot of nuance on the internet, which is why I think that. Have you given any serious thought to leaving
the Earth?
The app?
Oh.
Thank you. I mean, the aliens are here. I'm like,
ready.
Can I get a ride?
I am ready.
Can I catch a ride with where you go?
Yeah, I'm not following anything except alien footage. I'm just like, oh, that looks.
I have a theory about the aliens, too.
I'm not.
Have you thought about leaving the app formerly known as Twitter?
Yes.
Now known as
X,
which is
lame.
It's without it be this. I feel like one of Lizzo's dancers. It feels homophobic.
Yeah,
calling your app X. Yeah, feels.
It's like a Monster Energy drink.
I can't explain why it feels homophobic, but it's like something I was saying the other day. Like whenever someone says their favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz, it feels racist, and I can't explain why.
Just to you?
When someone's like, my favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz, I'm like, that's racist.
Why?
I don't know
it just
why.
Feels
it just
that way?
feels racist.
Why?
I don't have an answer, but it gives off a racist vibe for your favorite movie to be The Wizard of Oz.
What if someone said The Wiz?
That's amazing. Also, by the way, I love The Wizard of Oz. It's a great movie. My favorite movie?
Right.
Like your favorite movie has no black people in it, and the one person who's close to being black is green, and she's an ugly monster bitch, and she's going around being mean to everyone, and then she's quite ableist to all the little people as well, and some little fucking white bitch from Kansas shows up with her dog, which a white lady with a little dog, I'm triggered. Immediately I'm triggered.
Just because?
Because of my life. One time I was at the airport, and this woman came in, and she goes, I was at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, the world's busiest airport. In Atlanta, Georgia.
I know Atlanta.
And this lady comes through and she's at the back of the line. She's like, can I get in line? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I have a flight. I'm so sorry. I have a flight. She's cutting everyone.
She was the only one who had a flight.
And she got to me and she goes, can I cut you? I have a flight. And I said, you think I have a flight too? I said, do you think I'm at the airport because this is the best Applebee's in town? Bitch, I'm here because I have a flight too. You can't cut me. And she was like, ugh. And then she asked the guy in front of me. And I said, you can't cut him.
Yeah.
Because if you cut him, you're cutting me. There was also, I'm going to tell you about it, it was a hurricane, so all of our flights were delayed.
God, the drama.
There was a hurricane. All of our flights were delayed, and I was like, you can't cut anyone in front of me, And you can't cut me. And she had a fucking dog.
Wow. And weirdly enough, this woman was Lizzo. It's so bizarre.
And she was waving this banana.
Applebee's at the airport. What a monster. But, you know, I feel that way when someone's like, my favorite movie's Gone with the Wind. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, your favorite movie can't be Gone with the Wind. And if it is, keep that to yourself.
Yeah, we don't need to know your favorite movie.
Like, my favorite was American History X, that one scene. And I'm like... I'm not saying it's not a great piece
one scene.
I'm not saying it's not a good piece of art, but like, why? Like, you know, because you know, like, I want to. When I look at your DVD, am I 1,000?
Yes.
Am I 1,000?
I'm 1,001.
When I look at your your file on your computer, when I look at this movie in your Amazon account, I would like to see your most watched part. Like, you know, on YouTube, you can scan and see the most viewed part,
the timelines,
and if it and I know it spikes up on that one scene, and that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know it does.
That's why I can't watch like the clips of movies on TikTok, because they'll just take that one scene and just put it up on TikTok.
By the way, if you don't know this hack, on YouTube, if you just slide the little ball across the timeline, it'll show you where the most viewed part of the video is, which is so. You didn't know about this?
No, I had no idea. I don't think the listeners knew either.
It'll show you what everyone's watching the most.
Oh my God. Well, I want to keep this fabulous discussion on divas going because Beyonce, we were just talking about her. It got out on page 6 that her most requested item on her Renaissance tour is a little peculiar. Beyonce, and only Beyonce can do this.
Solamente Beyonce.
Yes.
Solamente B11. You know B11 in Spanish is Beyonce?
Like a bingo number?
No, B11.
Okay.
In Spanish is Beyonce.
What is B11?
No, like like imagine if your gate at the airport is gate B11.
Okay.
In Spanish is Beyonce.
How is there not a drag race Mexico queen named Beyonce?
Or she should change her name to B. Like, she should be B11.
B11.
Like, she's
Beyonce.
She's from a Spanish speaking country. Like, if you're a Puerto Rican queen, if you're a Mexican queen, if you're a Spanish queen, if you're from Cuba,
get it now.
Make your name in English B11.
B11.
What's your name? I'm B11.
Yeah, but in Spanish
they'll say Beyonce.
Oh my God.
How's no one done
Are we
this?
just teaching the children? Yes, we are. Well, she has personal toilet seats traveling with her on the worldwide trek of the Renaissance tour. She has a full-on boxed container labeled Beyonce toilet seats as part of her gear coming in on the tour. And I say yes.
It's just the seat. They're not installing a toilet in
They're
every
not
town.
installing a toilet, but what a clever idea. Because she's not going to go to some like podunk town in like their amphitheater and sit on their toilets.
When you say, can you give us an example of a podunk town?
Podunk town. Like, let's see. Let's do like Little Rock, Arkansas.
To all of our Little Rock listeners,
Mobile, Alabama.
It's not Mobile. It's Mobile.
See, it's that podunk. You don't even know. We don't even know.
Mobile, Alabama. It's
Mobile.
Mobile,
Alabama.
Well, if you're from Alabama, you say Mobile.
Yeah. Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. Wow. All the views are going. This is where the views dip.
No. My.
The whole Chattanooga contingency has fallen off here. Why are they all in the South? Why are all the podunk towns in the South?
Because that's where the word podunk came from.
What about like Max, North Dakota? Google the population of Max, North Dakota.
Why?
I want you to see how podunk it is. No, Minnesota City, Minnesota.
Minnesota City, Minnesota.
Google the population of Minnesota City, Minnesota. You'll see the true definition of podunk.
Minnesota City, Minnesota. Population. It is 198 in 2021. So there's room for growth.
198 people. Meanwhile, the population of Chattanooga is 182,000.
182,000. It's not a million.
It's not 182. That's podunk. Chattanooga is a massive city.
But I'm glad Beyonce could take her own damn toilet seats to her own show. That's rich.
But I will say what's wild is that, I just saw Beyonce at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it seats 80,000 people.
It's insane.
So Beyonce essentially had a whole... She did 2 shows. She did 2 shows there.
Yeah.
So she could have had everyone in Chattanooga except 20,000 people come.
Twice, right?
No, I mean,
180.
She did
80,
2 shows.
Yeah.
But, okay, so we're going on about like Beyonce and Taylor Swift and them selling out MetLife. Do you...
Go.
I was looking at who's at MetLife Stadium. I was like, Beyonce did this twice, 2 shows, 100. That's 160. That's so many people. Metallica is doing 3 shows there.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that Metallica was outselling Beyonce?
Well, what city is this?
It's New Jersey, so it's New Jersey and New York.
New Jersey. Well, yeah. I mean, Metallica's been around longer than Beyonce.
But
New Jersey's just very like Bon Jovi and Metallica. Like they like rock and roll.
Yeah, we're halfway there.
Exactly. Yeah, that.
So Beyonce has 52 million monthly listeners, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Metallica has who has more, Beyonce or Metallica?
Metallica.
No, Beyonce has twice as many
listens on
Spotify
than Metallica.
Metallica has 24, a measly, embarrassing, disgusting, podunk, 24 million.
Podunk, 24 million. Just a measly 24.
Quit music.
Cancel Metallica. I do like Metallica, though. There's one song I like.
What Into the Sandman?
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. That's the one.
Is Into the Sandman Metallica?
Yeah. Exactly.
Didn't they have that video?
Who knew that 2 gay guys would just be on a podcast just
talking about Metallica?
You know?
Shredding and ripping. Didn't they have that video where like a gun shoots a bullet and then the video is like following the bullet?
Oh yeah, was that Korn? That was Korn. It was Korn.
Who is wake up? Wait a little bit of makeup. Who is that?
Korn.
Slipknot.
No, that was Slipknot. Yeah.
The System of the Down.
System of the Down.
They have banana, terracotta pie. If there's a perfect way of holding me, baby. Yeah. I had a phase.
Korn was the something takes a part of me.
But you know who we don't talk about enough?
Neo?
Evanescence.
Oh, I know.
Oh!
I know. You know what's crazy?
Wake me up inside.
Amy Lee, a legend.
Save me.
You know that she's really mad that guy was like, did the rap part on that?
Weren't they dating at the time?
Probably. They're like the Fleetwood Mac of emo rock.
I loved Evanescence. If you're not really into rock and roll, but you want to enjoy some rock, get into Evanescence. Yes. Amy Lee eats.
It is a haunted mermaid. It is just
don't cry for me.
Or what's just the My Immortal.
Oh yeah.
I'm so tired of being here.
Suppressed by all my childish fears. Oh, yes. I once crashed a car while listening to Evanescence.
I think I did too.
I was driving down the street in Columbus, Georgia, in my friend's car. Not even my car.
You just crashed a friend's.
I'm going under.
And you did, under a bridge. Yeah.
And I was like, I sideswiped a car, some of the car. And I
what?
I hit them. And I drove off.
You hit them and drove off.
It was a hit and run.
You did a drive-by? Not a drive-by. Hit and run?
Let's de-escalate. Yeah, I pulled out a Beretta and twin cannons and jumped Laura Croft out of the car. Boom, boom, boom. No, I did do it. I had done a hit and run, which is kind of, but okay, I'm trying to think back. It was so long. The statute of limitations weren't off, so good luck finding me. But we sideswiped each other, and I think it might have been a little bit their fault, a little bit my fault, because they we were going opposite directions.
Oh yeah, I mean I think of that all the time.
It was just like literally like
it's a tiny road.
17, 18 years ago.
So you just clipped and kept going.
And no, we both stopped.
Oh, and then you said, bye.
And I was panicking because this wasn't my car.
Yeah, as you should.
And I hit someone else's car.
Jesus, there's more.
And I was listening to, and I didn't want them to catch me listening to Evanescence.
Hey, can we text?
Because the thing is, when you get into a car accident, the music doesn't stop.
No.
The music just keeps. So like I'm in like my adrenaline is like so high.
It's and going under.
Calling you, I'm falling for it. And I was like,
you turned it down.
I had to turn it down.
Meanwhile, can we hit up TMZ because TMZ breaking news: Bob the drag queen admits to hitting 2 cars and driving off.
Hit and run. It was I hit. Yeah, but I crashed 2 of my friends' cars when I was in college.
But I mean, that's what Evanescence does. That's the power of Evanescence. It's just. Ugh.
I think I was listening to Dreamgirls the second time.
Fair.
And also on CD.
I mean, both terrible to crash cars and drive off to.
Yeah, I think I was like, move, and just. Do you know? Are you familiar with?
I'm not
Literally. And I am, and then I T-boned this lady
And
hard.
I am T-boned you.
So the T-bone was kind of like, but it was my fault. But I kind of got coerced into T-boning this woman because this car.
I never thought you'd say the words T-boning a woman ever.
So this car stopped, right? And then there were three. There was a lane, and then a turning lane.
Oh, those weren't their names, Elaine.
Yeah, Elaine. Okay. Elaine. 2 people named Elaine, and then also someone named Turning Lane. They all are names, and there was one named Turning Lane, which I know you don't think. Elaine, and a turning lane, and I was trying to turn left. Turning left is a nightmare.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
Turning left is a nightmare.
I need a protected green arrow at every stop.
So the lady, one of the ladies stops, and she's like, "Oh, just come on. I'm checking out for you." She was not. I pull out because she says, "Come on." And then I just another car just rips, and I just bam T-bone right into her in my friend's Ford Focus, and I had to replace that. I had to fix that car.
The whole car.
I paid for that one. Yeah. On my Ruby Tuesday checks.
On your Rue winnings.
No, this was way. This is my Ruby Tuesday tips. So anyone who tipped me at Ruby Tuesday in the year 2004, this is what your money went to.
Thank you. Okay, so we went from Evanescence. Do you remember Neo?
Of course, you know what I didn't remember most about Neo? Neo was in The Wiz, he was the Tin Man in the live action, not the live action, the live.
Oh, the like NBC holiday spectacular shows.
He was the Tin Man.
Well,
and Amber Riley was Ada Pearl, the feel good girl. I can't remember who else was in the cast, but it was David Alan Grier was the Lion.
Oh yeah, I remember David Alan Grier being in it. Well, he's in some trouble because he took to X.
David Alan Grier?
No, Neo.
Amber Riley?
Well, yes, always. Yeah. No, Neo took to X, formerly known as Twitter, Sunday.
We can't call this X.
Well, I know we're not. We'll call it Twitter. Is that?
I believe you. I respect people's names. If you want to change your name, I'll do it. But like,
you think X is just Twitter and drag?
I hate it. And have you heard about them putting the X on top of the Twitter building?
Yeah. And it blinded everybody?
It's a strobe light.
Yeah, it is. And it's like for people with like, what is it?
It's called epilepsy.
Yeah, epilepsy.
Or they say in New Zealand, epilepsy.
Good drag queen name, by the way.
I used to work for a company that did taught people about sicknesses and stuff. Mm-hmm. So we go to school and teach you like diabetes. And I was on the epilepsy show. But everyone who had lines, they were all from New Zealand. So they would come down like, all right, here, children, today we're going to be learning about epilepsy. Everyone here... repeat after me. Everyone say epilepsy.
Epilepsy.
And the kids are like, they're like second graders.
Yeah.
Epilepsy. They've never heard the word before. All right, now, kids, if you're having an epileptic fit, here's what happens to you. And we do the whole show. At the end of the they're like, all right, kids, is anyone here have any questions? And the kid's like, if you have epilepsy, can you play video games? Great question. Epileptics can play video games.
Good.
And I'm thinking to myself, how long, you can go a long time without hearing the word epilepsy. How long did these kids go? They're adults
Their whole
now.
lives.
They're adults
epilepsy.
now. I was in my 20s. I'm now 37 years old.
Yeah.
They made it very far. And one day they were like in college, they were like, well, because did you know that so-and-so is epileptic? And someone said, I'm sorry.
No, absolutely not.
I'm sorry. What was that? Yeah, they're epileptic. And it's like, what? And someone's like, what are you saying?
I've done that before.
And they're like, no, this guy came to our school and said, all right, kids, here's epilepsy. How long did those kids think it was pronounced epilepsy?
Trauma.
If you're one of the kids from Connecticut who saw that show I was in, and you're now an adult, comment below. Is this on YouTube?
Yes.
Comment below.
Yes. Comment below. But also, I feel like that's the version of like, remember that song Apples and Bananas?
Apples and Bananas.
Apples and Bananas.
Yeah.
Which is also Lizzo's favorite song. So it just comes back. She's been singing that in Amsterdam for years now.
Neo. What did Neo do?
Neo came after our community.
I would eat a banana out of a vagina.
Out of Neo?
Out of a vagina. A vagina.
A random one? Celebrity.
A trusted banana and a trusted... You mean banana? A random banana or random vagina?
Random
Trusted banana, trusted vagina.
Okay, celebrity.
But I wouldn't want to be forced to.
Celebrity vagina.
I can't say.
Oh, that means Madonna. Okay, now...
The person who I would she's also in hot trouble and no one likes her anymore.
Who?
I don't want to say. I can't say it. Everyone hates her now.
Azalea Banks?
No. Okay.
No. Oh, okay. Really? When did that happen? Over the weekend?
People hate her now.
Well, all right. Okay. Well, Neo got on X, Twitter, and came after about gender and trans identities because that's what he's very fluent in, apparently. He says he had to have an apology because he said all
You're
this
the same
stuff.
age as Neo.
Huh?
You're the same age as Neo.
The what?
You're the same age as Neo.
Okay, relax. Jesus.
I'm just saying.
As someone who's been age shamed by Bob the Drag Queen, enough is enough. We need to support our elders, okay? He said in this statement he has no problem with anybody. Love who you love, do what you do. I just personally come from an era where a man was a man and a woman was a woman, and it wasn't but two genders, and that's just how I rock. So, yeah.
If you have to start can you go back? If you have to start a statement with, I have no problem with nobody, there's going to be a problem.
There's going to be a problem.
And it's going to be with almost everybody.
And also, and that's just how I rock. What, do you listen to Metallica? Jesus. So he says, you could identify as a goldfish. Oh, I love it when people compare us to animals.
I identify as a can of Red Bull.
Yep.
I'm an attack helicopter.
You won't be a goldfish?
You know, if you want to wake up and be a woman, well, my pronouns are handsome and good looking. Hey, my pronouns are proud American.
My pronouns are God damn it.
My pronouns are Christian. It's like, oh my God.
I know, it's exhausting.
I hate it.
He says, if you want to be a goldfish, you just go be a goldfish. We live in a weird time. So, yeah. So he went on.
Can I read the exact quote? You can identify as a goldfish and feel like it. I don't care. That ain't my business. It becomes my business when you try to make me play the game with you. I'm not going to call you a goldfish, but if you want to be a goldfish, you go be a goldfish. We live in a weird time. Neo, from the depths of my soul and the bottom of my heart, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck. This is so... I thought the Tin Man had a heart. What do you have?
Nothing.
This is so annoying, and he thinks...
It's a neoing.
He thinks it's neoing.
Neoing.
He thinks this is such a hot take.
Yeah.
If you want to be a goldfish, be a goldfish.
Oh.
Excuse me? Like, Neo, come on.
Can we now only refer to Neo as a goldfish? I just want, if anyone's like listening
Neo
to
the goldfish.
Neo the goldfish. Yeah.
What do you say here? Parents have almost forgotten what the role of the parent is.
Mm-hmm. He says, Daddy, I want to be a girl. And you just let him rock with that? He's 5. If you let this 5-year-old boy decide to eat candy all day, he's going to do that. When did it become a good idea to let a 5-year-old, let a 6-year-old, let a 12-year-old make a life-changing decision for themselves? When did that happen? I don't understand.
I mean...
Again, what you just said. Shut up.
But also, like, that was Neo like, this is the take that the internet needs.
It's a Sunday night. Everyone has gotten home from a busy weekend. I have something to say.
And you know, when he reached down and grabbed his phone.
I choose violence.
He was like, I'm about to say what no one's brave enough to say. He was like, I'm going to make a point I'm about to break X.
The intranet.
They're going to go crazy. And then he took his thumbs and he went tap to tap, tap. He's definitely a two-thumber.
Neo is a two.
I know it for sure. He gives this.
Oh, like up close and personal. Yeah.
Well, he's 43.
Yeah.
So it's probably like, or one of these.
Oh, bifocals. Yeah, like Benjamin Franklin. Yeah. The inventor.
Yeah. And, but also like, that's kind of where Twitter X is a trash heap.
Yeah, I don't like it anymore. Ever since Elon Musk got it, which I just think he is just the personification of just like skin.
He's a supervillain.
For sure.
Mark
like
my words.
Lex Luthor stuffed with mashed potatoes.
Oh, it's a mess.
Yeah.
A mess.
And he's now wanting to fight Mark Zuckerberg, which
Who wants to fight Mark? Like fist fight?
Yeah, like in a cage.
Have you seen Mark?
Mark's looking snatched. Yeah, and they're like wanting to fight. At first they were like, oh, we're going to have this huge fight. We're going to duke it out. And then like Elon's mom, his mom was like, there's going to be no cage match. Canceled it. Now they're like, let's do it again. But now Elon even is like, well, I need a minor surgery before we have this happen.
Elon Musk wants to get into a cage and fight Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Is this the Hunger Games?
It should be. One of them has to die.
Do we live? Also, if they're going to fight, do it for real. I want only one to come out of the cage.
It's just this like bro bullshit. I'm like, come on.
I only want one to come out of the cage.
Exactly. One of them.
And who do you want it to be?
Zuckerberg. Elon's just such a
not
turd.
Not that I'm a Zuckerberg fan, but it's just that I'm not a
right. If you have to root for someone,
it's not Elon Musk.
It's not Elon. No. So look at these guys. It's just. Who is that? Is that Joe Rogan on Ozempic?
Joe Rogan's gonna show up. That's not even him. You know Joe Rogan's gonna end up at the fight somehow. Like if two millionaires are hitting each other, you know that Joe Rogan's crazy ass is gonna end up in the situation. First of all, I'm looking at their stats. There's nowhere where they line up. Elon Musk is 51.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg is 39. Elon Musk is 6'2". Mark Zuckerberg is 5'7". Elon Musk is almost 100 pounds heavier than Mark Zuckerberg. Also, it's like their discipline: Brazilian jiu-jitsu and karate. No, your discipline is underpaying employees.
Yeah, underpaying employees and mad scientists.
Yeah, no one's like Elon Musk. No one's like Mark Zuckerberg, Brazilian jiu-jitsu specialist.
Yeah, look at this.
No, I think that Mark Zuckerberg is going to beat the absolute billions out of.
I hope so. Like a pinata, like he just busts them open and coins just pop out.
Do you think could you take either
or is
one
it
of them?
Bitcoins?
It'd probably be a Bitcoin.
Damn it! Just
he's invested in Dogecoin.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just in time for Christmas.
Do you think you could take Elon Musk?
That I could beat up Elon Musk? I've never been in a fight.
You're tall.
I've never been in a fight.
How tall are you?
6'4".
Yeah,
I could never. I'm so afraid of fighting. It scares the shit out of me.
I wouldn't want to get.
Have you ever been in a fight?
Yeah.
Like fist fight?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I didn't mean argument.
Ugh.
Have you ever disagreed with anyone? Yes,
well, I mean,
of course.
but like physical fight.
I've been in.
I use my words. I'm like, oh yeah, and then run.
The last time I was in a physical altercation was at a bar, and I had to like body slam this guy.
Body slammed?
Yeah.
Was this restaurant? I sense a theme. An Applebee's.
No, it was at Hardware.
Laurel Hardware?
Hardware in New York City on 10th Avenue between, I want to say, I can't remember, 49, 48. This guy grabbed me in the middle of my show and I had to take him down. There's a video on the internet.
It was a drag show?
During the show.
So you were in wig, heels?
There's a video of it.
Oh my God. And you picked him up and body slammed him?
He grabbed me. And then I did like a hip toss and like slammed him down.
Oh, I have to Google this.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to fight though.
It's scary. You can hurt my body, just don't hurt my face.
It can also, fighting could ruin your entire, even if you win, it'll ruin your whole week.
Well, did you see this weekend? There was like a huge fight that's everyone
Montgomery.
Montgomery, Alabama.
I'm obsessed with this.
Me too.
There's
already parodies being made about
these white guys tried to jump this black guy. And then, by the way, people thought that the black people who showed up to help him were like his friends. They didn't even know him.
No, they were on a boat like across the way.
A guy was
Scuba Gooding Jr. That's what they're calling him.
This nigga turned into Michael Phelps.
Michael B. Phelps.
Breaststrokes through the water, came up like Aquaman. As water glistening in this. I wish I had drone footage of the whole thing.
I did too. I know. I saw you love drones. I saw you're
throwing.
Oh my God, just going at it. It was so bonkers because you're like, all this, it was a security guard just telling these white people to like not dock their boat because they had a ferry boat coming, and then it just escalated. It turned into whole like world wrestling. Yeah.
No, it's what so what it is kind of a this is the human being version of Battle at Kruger. Have you ever heard of Battle at Kruger?
No, what is that?
Google Battle at Kruger.
Okay.
Kruger. You have to Google this, y'all. It's a bit of a lengthy video. I don't want to give it away, but just I'm telling you right now, when you watch Battle at Kruger, watch the entire thing in its entirety. Do not skip anything. You will thank me.
Oh my god!
And it is almost the exact same thing as this, but with animals.
With animals?
With
okay,
animals.
Cool. But this is like there were like chairs being slapped over people. People were falling in the water. I mean, I did a little research about this, and people were kind of saying like, yes, enough is enough. This is an open carry county, so luckily no one was shot. A lot of people went on TikTok and said this used to be the
Scuba Gooding Jr.
Yes, Scuba Gooding Jr.
What did you call him? Michael B. Phelps?
Michael B. Phelps. But people were saying this used to be like a slave port. Like this is where they like had the auctions for people. So people were like, no.
The last slave ship to ever come to America was actually in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah. So this is not the place or the time to do this and act this way. And it was insane. A lot of people are fighting. There was one in Union Station in New York City over the weekend where this like influencer was passing out, like he was promising to.
Oh, Kai Cenat.
Yes, I'm not familiar with him.
You know, I know him because I was the announcer at the Streamies last year.
So he's a big YouTube, Twitch.
He's massive. When it comes to like twitching and YouTubing, he's huge. I don't follow his content, but my nephew's obsessed with him.
I only twitch when I see the X logo flashing. Because I have epilepsy. No, but yeah, it was crazy. So he has over 4 million followers on YouTube, 5 million on Instagram, and he said that he'd be hosting a huge giveaway at Union Square Park. He said he was giving away computers, PlayStation 5s, microphones, keyboards, webcams, gaming chairs, headphones, gift cards, everything.
Like new, or is he just getting rid of old shit he has?
I'm sure it's probably new, or maybe it was both. I don't know, but 300 kids. They went up to 300 kids in about a couple minutes, and then everyone.
It was thousands of people.
Yeah, because those kids went and told everybody, and everyone showed up. Acts of violence occurred towards the police and the public. People were walking around with shovels, axes, and other tools from a construction site nearby. They were lighting fireworks, throwing them towards the police. So full-on riot.
I don't know why you would do that. Like, maybe he didn't realize how many people would show up. Now he knows.
Now he knows. And I'm sure he's going to be, like, charged for
Do you think you have that power? Could you get that many people to show up to Union Square?
For a PlayStation 5?
I mean, it is a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
It was hard to get. I got my nephew a PlayStation. Did I get my nephew a PlayStation? I think we got him a PlayStation 5.
Okay.
My boyfriend got it. My boyfriend's one of those folks who can get anything off the internet.
Yeah.
Like he's like one of those people who like refreshes the website until it like pops up.
It shows up that it's available.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, people are just losing their damn minds. I mean, the Alabama story, I think we're going to see it play out for a while. You're going to get their side of the story. Apparently, they were like white supremacists. Shocking.
In Alabama? No.
I know. And, I'm sure I think the security guard is going to be lifted up and just doing his job. He will be on every show. He'll probably be on The View in a couple days.
Oh, my God.
He's going to be on every talk show. Watch.
If Ellen was still there, he'd be on Ellen.
Oh, yeah. He'll get a check from, what was it? What was that? Shutterfly.
Oh yeah, and Ellen's like, and also because of how brave and strong you are,
you get $100,000 from Shutterfly.
Yeah.
Oh man,
did you watch Ellen when it was on there?
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't watch it much.
Really?
Well, daytime TV wasn't. Well, I was usually asleep during that time. So The View, I did watch The View, but I had to watch it like in hindsight.
Yeah.
I could not watch it in time.
I liked Ellen until it just kind of got like
drag her.
Yeah.
Drag her. Ellen watches. I'm just kidding. Imagine Ellen supporting other comedians. Ellen Strike is the kind who's like, I just want to support. Ellen Strike is like, I just want you to know that I'm here for you and I support comedians.
I appreciate comics supporting other comics because I had an incident over the weekend, and I'm not going to name names, but
it rhymes with
it. Well, it is a shampoo. It is a hair care product. It is a label.
Is it Amanda Pantene?
No, it's not Amanda Pantene, but that bitch is up to no good.
Amanda Herbal Essence.
Not Herbal Essence. Not her either.
Well, what happened?
So...
cover your mic and mouth it.
No, I'm going to say it.
Oh, you're going to say the name?
I'm not going to say the name. Oh, wait, I won't say it. Okay, I see what you're saying. Do you know who that is?
Oh, I have no clue who that is.
So
this person could be sitting in this room. That could be the audio person I would
know. It was on SNL like back in the day. Anyways, so I've had 2 instances with him. And I'm all about comics supporting other comics. You did stand up here the other night, and I stayed and watched because that's what we should do.
You were texting the host.
I was not. That is a lie.
You were on Grindr the entire time.
I wish. Those were the days.
Are you partnered?
Yes.
And you guys are closed off?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Closed off.
Interesting. It's old school.
We're a normal type of relationship.
That's so retro. I
know.
That.
We are very
so
retro.
Cool. You don't see a lot of that anymore.
Yes. But the first instance, I had to follow him, and he brought me on stage, and he was like, this next comic is really funny. Or maybe you won't think so. And I was like, oh, okay.
Did he know you?
No. But also, there's other ways to
That's a shitty bring up.
Shitty, yeah. And I'm right next to Emily LaFord, who's like the booker here. We both look at each other and we're like, what? So I let it slide. And I get up on stage and go, actually, you're going to enjoy me very much. So relax.
This has to mean it's funny. Or a total racist piece of shit.
Right. So wait.
Give it up for.
So this weekend, I had to bring him up. And so I'm like, oh, you've seen him on da-da-da-da-da.
What if you just go, he's a bad person? Give it up for.
In the back, he's sitting in the back, and he's texting, and he's talking during my set, and I can hear him talking in the back. My boyfriend is sitting there in the back, and he's like, what the fuck?
Exclusive boyfriend that none of you have a shot with.
You don't. Sorry. Do not let this fool you guys. I didn't shave something. So I bring him up on stage. This is a weird thing. So I had a great set. I had about 10 people stand up in the OR and clap, which has never happened before. So I appreciate that. That was a nice feeling. The original room here.
Oh, I was like,
you were in the main room.
Are you doing surgery?
Yeah,
in
the OR. Yeah, it pretty much is.
Jesus Christ.
So then I bring him up on stage. He goes, "Keep it going for Justin, everybody." I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I think he's gay.
Well, that's
womp womp.
Well, that's a big like punchline to them. Like gay,
exactly.
The gay is the funny thing.
Yeah.
Which, in their defense, sometimes gay people are hilarious.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see a gay person walking down the street, and I always like to imagine that they're walking to or from a Grindr hookup, and it makes them so more relatable to me.
Oh.
If I see someone like,
I know where you're going.
I'm like, even if I try to just imagine they're going to or coming from a Grindr hookup, and it makes me love them.
Because, you just put yourself in their shoes.
But yeah, for straight people, being gay is like hilarious. You ever seen gay guys like straight guys? They goof that they're gay, and that's the bit.
Yeah, it's the bit. And I've never heard a room get more silent. And it was so wonderful because I was just like, thank you. And he was like, well, the way I'm dressed tonight, I look like Will Smith in that Serena Williams movie. And I was like, okay, we're leaving. Time to get a drink. And it was just like, oh. And I love that everyone had my back, and like it was just crickets. And it was so, I was hard.
So were you hosting?
No, I was on the lineup.
Because whenever someone I would love to come and be like, give it up for so-and-so. What a fag, right,
yeah. I've done that before. I've done that to several comics where like they end with like a very like, it's like, not anti-LGBT, but it's very like, gay.
It's giving Neo.
It's giving Neo.
It's giving Neo on Twitter.
It's giving Neo on Twitter on stage, yes. And so I've got him be like, keep it going for that power bottom, everyone. And everyone's like, ha, 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 Because it's like, come on, I just think it's such a low dig.
My comedy journey started in the stand-up clubs, and then it just quickly shifted to the gay bars, and that's where I got most of my stand-up chops at. But I started at like the New York Comedy Club and Caroline's R.I.P. and Comics R.I.P. And Gotham, which is still there.
Gotham's still there, yeah.
Yeah.
The Stand is
I've
there.
actually been thrown out of Gotham and Caroline's.
For body slamming someone?
No, I got thrown out of Caroline's for interrupting Tracy Morgan's show.
Oh.
And I got thrown out of...
Interrupting or heckling?
Do you want to hear the story? So,
do we have time?
I'll make it quick.
We have time.
At the time, Tracy Morgan had come under pressure for saying, if my son was gay, I would stab him to death.
I remember that. Yeah.
The joke was, if my son was gay, I would stab him to death. And I was really in my activist bag at the time. I was like, I was in these activist streets, and I was like, not funny. You'll never get away with that on my fucking watch, bitch.
You were in your streets era.
Yeah, exactly. So then he got booked at Caroline's on Gay Pride, like the day of the parade.
Oh my God.
And I was like, not this.
Falling on deaf ears.
So I was I left the parade. I was in full drag. I sat in the audience. And then I let him do like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. And I walked up with this poster of this kid. And I just said, this kid got stabbed to death because he was gay.
In the middle of the show.
In the middle of the show. The beginning of a show.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I had this confetti cannon that had emptied out all the confetti, and I filled it with fine glitter.
Oh,
and I
not
was like,
fine
I'm going
glitter.
to glitter Tracy Morgan. As I reached into my purse to grab my glitter cannon,
as one does,
his bodyguard, who is massive,
Lizzo, okay.
I didn't laugh at that.
Go on.
I didn't even smile. It's standing behind me, looming over me. And I was like, I can't. I got too scared. And I was like shaking. And he like started to like rough me up and like escort me out of the building with like a couple of shoves. So I never got to confetti cannon. I never got to cover him in glitter. But I did hand him the poster, and I was thrown out of Carolina and told I wouldn't be allowed back. And then I went later film my special there. And now look who's underground. Carolina.
I know.
I'm kidding. Carolina, if you're listening, that was a bit.
I cursed the ground that day. Wow, that's insane.
And then I got thrown out of Gotham because I was in drag and they thought it was distracting.
What? In New York?
Yeah, it was for the no, that's not the full story. They used to have something called Stand Up for Diversity, this thing where they would like have comedians do their blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We auditioned and I made it I didn't make it to the second round, but they were kind of like, oh, well, you can come back tonight and watch the show. And I was still in drag, and they were like, you actually didn't get invited back. You need to leave. So I've been thrown out of 2 comedy clubs.
God, I have never.
You never thrown out of a club?
No.
Oh, you gotta get thrown. You gotta get thrown out of a comedy club.
I know. I'm just so boring. I'm like, I need to like step up my pussy.
Well, I would. I'm just shaking over here.
Sorry, I'm like kicking the camera.
But I wouldn't do it again today. Today, I probably wouldn't have interrupted Tracy Morgan's show.
No,
probably not today.
I don't think so either. Well, let's talk about some hot guys. Here we go.
I'll be the judge of who's hot.
The 10 most handsome male stars revealed based on scientific study of facial perfection. So Dr. Julian De Silva, who is a celebrity plastic surgeon, was able to assess the top 10 most handsome men in the world.
Are we going to go through each 10 and be like, yes, no, yes,
no? We
no?
can, yeah. We'll just do them real quick. So here's the top 10. So we have The Rock.
The Rock is giving daddy for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It's giving. I used to, when I was really into The Rock when I was in 7th grade. Ooh, I had pork chop sideburns because of The Rock.
Wow.
And he was so beautiful. I love this.
I think he's just a good guy. He gives like hot muscle dad vibes.
Well, I can't speak to how good he is as a person, but
I think he's pretty decent. Like he's that guy who like drives by the Starline tour buses and he's like, "Hey guys, it's me, The Rock," and they're like, "The Rock."
That's kind of just for ego, though, right?
Probably.
Yeah. I don't think he's doing it for people.
No, he's probably insane. I'm sure all these people are insane. Who else do we have? Oh my gosh, this is Henry Golding.
He is very good.
He has 87.98% facial symmetry from the doctor. So that is
he is a very good looking man. I can confirm this man could get it.
Yeah, he's very, very handsome.
Ooh, good for him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You work, Henry. Now, Henry, I'm into you. Justin's exclusive.
What about
you don't stand a chance with Justin because you're exclusive.
Who, Henry Golding?
Yeah. So
you never know.
Henry, if you're into it, you know that he's not available. So some people just aren't into it no matter what. They can't be convinced.
George Clooney at number, what is this, 7? Oh, 8. George Clooney, according to this doctor, 89.91%.
I'm not really into daddies, so George Clooney isn't really doing much for me, but he is
younger George Clooney? Ooh. George Clooney?
I don't remember what he looked like when he was younger, but he's handsome though.
Yeah.
He's handsome and he's very handsome.
I'm going to say Brad Pitt's next because they're always together.
Sir Bradley Pitt of Yorkshire.
Yeah.
I mean, Brad Pitt is his visual journey has gone through quite the range, right? Like it was like this like kind of like really boyish hot body to like a rugged
Legends of the Fall
to like a now he's kind of like a burner.
Like a Tina Burner.
No, like a burner in the desert. You know the burners.
Oh, like a Burning Man. Yeah.
Oh, wait, what's this guy?
This is Chris Evans. He's hot.
Yeah,
he's okay.
It's not my thing.
Yeah, he just looks. It's like that like hot jock who's cool with the theater kids.
Yeah, I'm not really into big muscly guys either. It's not really my thing.
His brother was in Barbie, Scott Evans. Did you remember him? Did you see Barbie?
Barbie, yeah.
Oh, well.
Because I'm sad. I'm a Union Strong.
6, Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. I did see the Batman.
Yeah.
And again, not my thing. He's not good looking.
Yes.
Not that he's not good looking, Robert, if you're watching, but you don't need my support. You have so many people who want to like just slobber all over you. So.
He was here one night at the Comedy Store, and I remember meeting him when he was
How was his set?
He was with FK Twigs when they dated. He didn't do it. No, he was just there. And I was like, oh my God, he sparkles. Okay, we have
this man.
Soccer star Jude Bellingham.
This man is beautiful.
I don't know who Jude Bellingham is.
Me either, but I would like to.
You would like to know?
Very, very good looking
Hey,
man.
Jude.
I'm very attracted to this man.
Yeah, he's good looking.
If I'm not on this list, I'm going to fucking flip a table.
I think, no, well, Harry Styles.
I'm going to fucking flip a table.
Harry Styles, number 4.
Oh, he's cute. Harry Styles is cute, yeah.
I'm not a big Harry Styles.
He's not like super my thing, but he's cute though. He's
get
definitely
it.
Cute. Like it's not lost on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we have our top 3.
They're in order.
Yeah, Brad Pitt has to be number 1. He has to, okay. Michael B. Jordan.
This man.
Not Michael B. Phelps.
I watched one of his movies, Creed, and I was like, cast me as a punching bag.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Wreck me.
As Destiny's Child once said at the beginning of their song, hit me.
Can you keep up?
If Michael B. Jordan was like, I would like to give you a kidney shot, I would like make me piss blood for a week.
Oh, wow. You are a charmer. Yeah. I want to pass some stones. Here's Chris Hemsworth at number 2.
Christopher Hemsworth. Wasn't he in...
He was Thor.
Yeah, you know what I remember him from mostly was the Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, the all-female version?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad someone watched it.
I was there. And, I mean, there's a nude scene with him in the new Thor, which is just... There's no way that body is natural.
You don't think?
No, it's not possible. He's up to something. He's on more than Ozempic.
No, okay? He's not on Ozempic.
No, he's not on Ozempic.
He's on Brozempic.
Yeah, like this, like it was no one. You cannot look that way now.
Oh, wow. Number 1.
Who is this man?
That is Regé Jean Page from Bridgerton.
Oh, because you watch Bridgerton.
You know, I have dabbled in the art.
You know, I gotta be honest. I know that what's his name? Ryan Murphy and Shonda Rhimes write essentially every show in the world.
Sure.
I've only seen, of all those shows, I've seen one season of each. I saw one season of Scandal, and I saw one season of American Horror Story.
And that's it?
And that's really it.
Wow.
That's not true. I tried to watch a little bit of Scream Queens.
Scream Queens was cute. But you haven't seen, he played the Duke in Bridgerton.
I didn't watch Bridgerton, but he is beautiful.
Yeah, they're trying to like get him to be the new Bond. I think there was like some talk about that. I don't think he is. I think, you know who is? I think in talks to be Bond is Henry Cavill, who is not on this list.
Can you Google this man shirtless, please? Can you please Google Regé Jean Page shirtless? Because I would like to see it. And then type in Regé Jean Page OnlyFans and see if anything comes up.
He's not on OnlyFans. No.
Just let me see before you say you don't know.
There might be a link tree or something.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful person.
I'm glad you like this piece.
Oh, no, I stand by this list is good. This is a good list. You know, I found out that my OnlyFans bill is insane.
Oh, you have a lot of them?
If I am even remotely curious of how you look nude,
sign up.
And it's less than $5, I'm signing up. I'm signing up.
So there's like people who are like tired of all your streaming services adding up. You're like, mine's OnlyFans. Have you met any of your OnlyFans people that you like subscribe to? Have you met them in real life and you're like, I've seen you naked?
Some of my friends have OnlyFans and I'm like, I'll subscribe to yours too.
Well, that's supportive.
I'm supporting my friends.
Yes.
That's supporting the arts. I'm a patron of the arts. No, I've never met one of my OnlyFansers in person.
That would be weird.
I wouldn't be cool about it.
I wouldn't be cool. I have like no chill when I see people.
I'm not hip. I'm not cool.
When I see people that I follow on Instagram in real life, I'm like, ha 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 ha. Like it's just weird. I fangirl.
There's one guy that I follow online. He's this comedian who's, I think he's so hot. And I do not like straight guys, but this one guy is beautiful.
Who?
I don't want to say his name because it was too much. I'll show you him. I'll show you him.
Show me.
But he's online being like, I'm broke. And I was like, baby, you know what to do.
Wait, he's a comic and he's saying I'm broke.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's not unheard of. But he's like, I had to I got to get a real job. But now they all know that I have TikTok, and I'm like, baby, if you want to make money, you know what to do. You just need to go ahead and do it.
Is it Jeremiah?
It's this guy.
When you said Jeremiah. Oh, I don't even know who that is.
He's a New York City comedian.
Oh, okay.
Not us with our secrets.
Oh, you think he's hot?
So hot.
Okay, all right.
Obsessed.
New York comic. All right, well, we have a couple more stories. Gwyneth Paltrow, the queen of goop, has recently gone online and has listed her guest house on Airbnb.
How much?
I'm glad you asked. So, celebrities are now just like putting out their Airbnbs, their places for Airbnbs. And she actually gone on, did a whole tour of it. Let's just take a little scroll down. I think there's more info now. So
this is the guest house with a pool?
Yeah. So Gwyneth Paltrow has listed her own Montecito.
So odd.
She's a weird one. Yeah. Montecito guest house on Airbnb for one night only. For the right amount of money, you can be staying 7 feet from the woman whose head was chopped off at the end of Seven. Wow. Very, very.
What's in the box?
Yeah. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
So she won't be letting you stay in the guest house. Oh no, she and her husband, Brad Falchuk, who was one of the creators of American Horror Story, will also eat dinner with you, presumably before rushing back to her main house, bolting all the doors and windows.
They'll both eat with you?
They'll eat with you in the guest house, yeah. So it's got a big sofa, a wood-burning stove, high ceilings, access to a swimming pool.
Does it come with a pussy candle?
It probably has those in the guest house, yeah. So
I like a pussy candle. I like the way it smells. Vagina? I think it smells great. I'm not kidding. I'm a fan
of the
way vagina smells.
Wow, like a scratch and sniff.
I mean, you can scratch it if you want.
Does it smell like bananas?
No, it doesn't. It smells like pussy.
Okay, all right. I'm all out. So we don't know how much. Do we know how much this is going for?
Why
no.
am I looking for it? How do you feel about the way balls smell, though?
It opens on the 15th.
I could do that. It opens on the what?
The sales open the 15th.
On the 15th of August.
So we won't know until August.
We won't know.
15th.
I mean,
it is August.
So she's like, book it now before it's all gone. But also, like, there has to be some sort of a filter. Like, she's not just letting the highest bidder come in.
What's the most you've ever paid for a hotel room?
Oh, mine's nothing compared to what you've probably paid. Mine's probably been like...
That's a bold assumption, isn't it, darling?
Maybe like, I think mine actually was like 700.
Because mine is $699.
How much?
$699.
Really? $699 on TripAdvisory, Hotel Expedia.
700. Price is Right rules. No.
Yeah. That was like in like Italy, I think.
I once upgraded my hotel in... I don't know where I want to say Belfast, but it wasn't. It was somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, of course.
And I upgraded my hotel for one night only because I was like, we ended up having this like crazy overthing, and I ended up paying like I think like $1,500. But it was the craziest hotel room I had ever been in.
Yeah.
I was like, this is wild.
I've done like upgrades. Like I've been upgraded to like, those crazy ass bathrooms and stuff.
I was
mainly in Vegas.
I was on a tour and we had an extra night, and I was like, before we leave, I'm going to go downstairs and upgrade to the highest level possible. It was $1,500. Mm-hmm. And it was like a palatial penthouse. It was bigger than my apartment that I live in now. I also don't live in a huge apartment now though. Do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in an apartment, yeah.
Yeah. How big is it?
I mean, it's big. Like how many square feet?
Or bedrooms or anything?
One bedroom.
How many square feet
one
is
bed.
that?
It's like 1,000.
Oh, okay, work.
It's not, it's just, the two of us just hanging out.
No pets?
No pets yet. Yeah, no.
Yet?
Yeah, we want a pet.
What kind?
A dog.
What kind?
Like a small, not shitty dog.
You don't want like a big thing?
No, I don't want big turds. I don't want to pick up hot turd. Like hot big turds.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I don't want big dogs are so cute.
Big dogs are cute. I don't want like a lot of shedding.
Well, Great Danes don't shed.
They also live for like 3 years.
So turds for 3 years. Or you're gonna pick up little turds.
Would you rather pick up turds for 3 years,
or pick up little turds for 20 years?
Yeah, fair enough.
You're gonna end up with an old dog. You're gonna end up with a like a Chihuahua that is blind, deaf.
Are you talking about my boyfriend?
Is your boyfriend tiny?
Yes, I'm like a Great Dane. And he's like a Chihuahua.
Is he? I feel like when people use the Great Dane Chihuahua, it's because the Chihuahua is topping the Great Dane.
That's always a funny video, isn't it?
Right? But how tall is your boyfriend?
He's 5'7", 5'8", 5'8".
You ever seen that video of
I'm Elon Musk and he's Mark Zuckerberg.
Have you ever seen that video of Monique going, I would like to see it? Have you ever seen this video?
I'm sure. I've seen every drag video.
This is the video. No, not Monique. Monique, the comedian.
Oh, Monique. I was like...
It's her going, I would like to see it.
Oh, was that what she was on Charm School? She's like the host of Charm School?
I don't know what it is, but I would like to see. I'm obsessed with this video.
I would like to see it.
I literally live in a world of memes. Like, I realize that not everyone in the world lives in like meme culture like I do. And I'm like, oh, you haven't seen this? Try describing a fucking TikTok to a friend who doesn't watch TikToks.
I would like to see it. Yes. She's so good. I talk in memes. So if there's like a thread or something and I'm like, I'll respond with memes. But
I've taken you off track again.
No. We're fine. We're back on track for our last story. This story is so fun and fascinating. Are you on TikTok-ish?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so this song is like blowing up all over TikTok. This is the headline. Viral Bussy kissing country singer Dixon Dallas.
Oh, yes.
Which sounds like a drag king. Yeah. Dixon Dallas responds to questions about his sexuality. So this
I know a drag queen named Dixie Normus.
Dixie Normus.
Dixie Normus. I know a drag queen named Dixie Normus.
I know Dixie Longate, who is like the Tupperware sales one. She like sells Tupperware. Dixie Longate. So Dixon Dallas. So he is a South Alabama raised rapper, singer, and songwriter named Jake Hill. So that's his alias. So he has donned a cowboy hat and teased his song Good Lookin' at the end of June under the guise of Dixon Dallas. The country number is an unashamed ode to a male lover and hot gay sex. The chorus features lyrics like, he's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. I kiss him on his neck and then he kisses on my bussy. Call him daddy while I holler. Man, that boy's so damn good looking.
Can I listen to this? Can you play it?
Oh, yeah. I think this is him.
He looks like he wants to get topped for sure. He's giving off that vibe. I think he's intentionally giving off that vibe, right?
For sure.
I think you have to click the sound bar at the bottom too. I want to hear this.
Okay, so this is him. That's it. I mean, come on. Can you just picture this on a porch with fireflies all around you?
Is he like?
Oh wait, pause it real quick on this one. Yeah, because
is he gay baiting or is he real?
That's the question, because apparently he has a girlfriend or had a girlfriend, and everyone's saying, oh, he's gay baiting now. But then we have two bussin' cowboys who are going after it because this
other guy's like, I'm a real bussy boy.
That's this guy right here.
Okay, so, are we all just out here writing songs about bottoming in country music as if Lil Nas X doesn't exist?
Well, I mean, that's fair. Yeah, but I mean, like, this country music is different. So I feel like that one's just more like this second guy. What's his name? Brooklyn Midwest. That's his TikTok. So his is more like, I
love that man, yeah. Mine. I'm gonna let that strong man rub my thighs. I'm gonna look that man right in his eyes. Said I love that man, mine.
Yeah, it's more, yeah.
And I wrote that on
more
the spot.
like Brooks and Dunn, and then the first guy's just like, he didn't down. It's more like Alan Jackson, more like a Clint Black.
There was like a rock and roll song that was like, deep inside. That was like a rock and roll.
Oh, he cut my hair. Yeah, it sounded like Fall Out Boy or something.
Yeah, it was something like.
It was Stacy's dad.
No, it's like I call him daddy while he comes inside of me.
Yeah,
like some sort. So I don't know if that person was really gay either.
No,
but if he is gay baiting, like what gives?
Well, do we have anything on the like? Let's go back to that first. Yeah, so. It went viral on TikTok. He has an EP coming out soon, thank God.
Dixon Dallas?
Yeah, Dixon Dallas. He says, many queer people are loving the song, but some have an issue with it. This guy has never actually revealed his sexuality. This has left some wondering if he's actually straight and queer baiting. As we noted earlier this week, this is not the first time he's put out music under a different name. He also released a pop punk track under the name You're Pretty. What? Okay. So they asked him if he was gay, Bob, and this is what he said. I could be gay. I could be straight. So he's addressed the questions about his sexuality. He says, you'll have people saying I'm gay baiting and queer baiting. Growing up in the South, you're taught how to think a certain way. I reached a point where I started thinking for myself, my music is a big F you to my past. No, I haven't disclosed my sexuality. I could be gay, could be straight, I could be bi. At the end of the day, I feel like it doesn't matter. There's no law that says I can't write a song about getting my booty cheeks bounced off of. Poetry.
Maybe, just do what I always do when I want to research. Type in Dixon Dallas OnlyFans. Okay. That's where my research starts and ends.
The detective is at work.
I'm like Mariska Hargitay.
Yeah.
On the case.
You're like,
you know what I mean? How do I feel about this? Like, part of me is like, what if the world's not just gay and straight?
Mm-hmm.
What if he's everything and all of it?
Mm-hmm.
But also, what if he's just a straight guy trying to make gay dollars? I had a moment at a strip club that doesn't exist anymore in Atlanta with Violet Chachki.
Okay.
We were at Swingin' Richards in Atlanta, Georgia.
Love Swingin' Richards. I got in trouble there once.
R.I.P. Swingin' Richards.
I did get in trouble there once. I almost got kicked out of Swingin' Richards. For taking a picture.
Well, you can't take pictures at Swingin' Richards.
What was wrong with me?
So we were at Swingin' Richards, and this guy came up to us, and he was one of the dancers. And me and Violet were sitting side by side. We had all of our dollars laid out. That's how you get the strippers to come to you. You lay their dollars out on the table, and they'll walk up to you because they'll be like, "Oh, you want to pay me?" And then he was grabbing his junk, and he was really hot. And then he was like, "I'm straight."
Oh.
And then Violet Chachki scooped up all of her money, and she said, "Not my gay dollars." And she stood up and she walked away, and I followed her, and I said, "That's what I'm talking about.
That's sisterhood.
Not my gay dollars."
We're done.
And walked away. That is my favorite memory of Violet Chachki that I've ever. It was so brilliant.
Mm-hmm. And what the guy was he like? Come back.
We didn't look back.
Yeah, no.
You can't maintain dignity and look back. You have to keep going.
Just go.
Scooped up our money. Walked out the door, walked out of the state into the ocean.
Wow. Swam.
And to Montgomery and got into a fight.
Good. Well, on that note, Bob.
Swam around Florida.
Round. Just circle round. Bob, it is so wonderful to have you here. Thank you so much. Follow Bob wherever Bob is.
Go to BobTheDragQueen.com. You can go to all social media, type in Bob the Drag Queen, and I'll pop up.
You doing dates and stuff, or
yeah, I'm going to be at. They're also
please promote.
I'm in Nashville on the 18th and the 19th, and then I'm going to be on tour with Madonna. So you can come see me at the Celebration Tour, celebrating 4 decades of a true music icon.
Seriously,
and of course my podcast, Sibling Rivalry.
Boom. And as always, we will see you next time here on the Just Saying podcast. You guys have a great week. Be nice to each other and take care. Bye.